Hi, it's Dave, and this week is going to be a little bit of a shift of gears. There's going to be a lesson plan with this, but it's not the lesson plan I planned on. Makes sense? Uh, Basically, everything I tried this week just basically failed on me due to heat and environmental things. So I put together today from a few of my failures some pieces. So that's what we're going to do. Today is Save the Art Day. And the final piece, I think I did manage to pull it together. So just a heads up and a warning, we are going to start doing lives here in the next week or so. I am just gearing up and getting myself tooled in so that I have all the things I need to be able to chat with you all while we're working. My format's going to be still a lesson plan. I'll show that while we're going along. It'll be more like a sip and paint. So I'll encourage you to keep your eyes out on it. I'll tell you what you're going to need for the sip and paint, for just paint along with me, and we'll go from there. So I look forward to chatting with you and getting to know some of you more than just through the text. So I hope that helps, and I'm going to get started here. This final piece, actually, I'm pretty happy with. It got lots of texture. So without talking anymore, I'm going to put us onto down to the canvas, or the paper in this case, and we'll get started. Here's a list of things you're going to need for today. I'll list everything down in the description. Okay, I'm putting down my textured background now. That's a light pink, and up above is a light magenta, and both of them are Liquitex products. And again, that will be down in the description. Okay, I'm going to be using several stencils for this piece. I'm just trying to get texture. Now, this is wet strength tissue, and I'm just picking up some of the paint off of the gel plate. And so that the pickup layer will actually shine through. Okay, this is titanium buff, and again Liquitex. It's an opaque paint, and it will pick up this layer very nicely. That tool there is a placement tool. I think I got it from Jelly Arts, but I'll put that again down in the description. Now, what I'm using there is it's a Baron, and it's a speedball product. You don't have to have it, but it's nice to be able to get an even pressure down to make sure you get good contact with the paper onto the gel plate to pull. This entire video is pretty much all real time. On the upcoming lives that I'm going to be doing, it's going to look pretty close to what you see now. It's just going to allow you to interact. And I'm going to continue layering the stencils on top of each other just to get that texture. And this is Quinacridone Yellow. Actually, I think it's Quinacridone Azo Yellow. Okay, got a really nice detailed print there. And I'll let this dry more than what you see there. And I'm going to put down a contrasting, more curvilinear stencil on top of it. And I'm going to use a contrasting color. As you're going to see in here in a second, when I pull this stencil off, it did not cooperate with me. It actually pulled up the stencil before it, and I was a little disappointed in that. But what you're going to see here is I'm going to go back and I'm going to put in the, I went back in and I put in the stencil off the top, and it actually kind of worked out okay because I got some of the texture from the under, and with the teal, it actually worked very nicely. Got some grungy looking texture, which I kind of like. I'm picking up the that layer, and I put a little bit of satin gel down to get a good pull off of this. Now, this is all real time. I did cut out some of the drying time, and in fact all of the drying time, and anytime I use the my hair dryer, mainly because it makes a lot of noise, and it's already got to be long enough watching me do the rubs on this. But I thought it was very important for you to see just how much time this takes. It doesn't happen fast. You have to kind of be patient with it and play. That's the fun of it. You tell me down the comment. You can see the texture is really actually very nice. Let me know what you think on that. Okay, now I'm going to do the image transfer part of this. I put down some black, and I spread that out in a nice even layer. My temperatures are running a little high, so I had to work really quickly with this. I put down my image, and each one of these images, whenever I do them, I spray the back of it or spray the image with some gloss varnish, and that allows the black to be basically repelled. It'll resist on that, so it works extremely well. I got that from Lucy of Lucy Art. It's not mine. It's something you borrowed, and it works. So I'm happy with that. Okay, this is again the satin gloss, and I'm just gonna pick up that layer because the satin is it's a clear. It'll pick it up without adding to. I'm just gonna get a nice even layer without being too thick and without being too thin. I want to be able to get some good contact with the paper. And this took some time because the gloss and the matte and the satin varnish really gel takes longer to dry. I'm using the Baron on this just to make sure that I get some good contact with the gel plate and the paper. Okay, let's see how we did here. I don't think I could be any more happy with that if I tried. Okay, I went in afterwards and I added some enhancements. I used my Posca pins. Just go in and bring out what would you like to see in there, maybe some highlights and some designs. So overall, this is the fun part. This is the playing around I'm adding just a little bit of lines around the outside to clean up the form. This gives you the opportunity playing with the pins. It's not necessary, not absolutely mandatory, but it gives you a chance to clean it up and bring out some things that that may not have been there or may not have shown up. If you think you'd be interested in knowing how I processed the image that I put in for the image transfer, leave that down in the comments. I'd be more than happy to walk you through what I do with that. It's a little more technical. I do that with Photoshop, and I actually put that image together from several different images. Adding some color to my rose on that side. I didn't want to go overboard. I didn't want to make it all about the coloring in. I just wanted to give it some oomph. We're getting pretty close to being done with this. I don't think I could be unhappy with this. Honestly, folks, this is going to go on my wall. Tips and tricks. Now, I honestly, these all, not necessarily in this one, but something worth looking at. Now, go create something beautiful. Well, that's it for me today, and I'm hoping you got something out of this. The lesson plan was not what I planned, but overall, I'm really very happy with how it came out. This is probably one of the last long form that I do for a while. I am going to be moving into more of a live sip and paint type situation. Yes, there'll be lesson plans. It'll be posted beforehand. You'll see that on my community wall, and I hope that you'll check it out. Maybe come along and paint along with me during this process. It'll be a lot more interactive. You'll be able to ask the questions real time, and I will actually tell you instead of just writing it. So I hope you'll join me for that, and that's going to come up very soon, hopefully sometime next week, if not this weekend. So I want to thank you very much for being here today, and always, if you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Maybe give me a thumbs up, a like, and leave a comment down in the comments section. It's always good to see the community come and ask me questions, make comments. So please, and as always, if you could share this with someone that you think might be able to use this information, and spread the word that starting very soon, you're going to be able to interact with me in a live type situation. Okay, that's it for me today, and I hope you have a great day. Bye for now.